So, if you've been thinking about relocating to the greater San Antonio area, chances are New Braunfels may be on that list. Master plan communities, just like this one right here, have become very popular. And in this video, we're going to go over all the reasons that you need to look at maybe calling this place home. Let's get after it. So Veramendi sits in New Braunfels, which is in Comal County. And this is truly a master plan community to the max. The first homes opened up in 2019, and the plan spans roughly 2,400 acres. Now, location-wise, you are 32 miles from San Antonio and about 50 miles to Austin, depending on the traffic, of course. Access is simple, with Loop 337 and 335 right nearby. Downtown New Braunfels, Land Park, the Comal and Guadalupe rivers, and Schlitterbahn are all just down the road. And stick around to the end because I'm going to give you the best timing for incentives and a quick builder cheat sheet if you are interested in the subdivision. I'm also going to tell you who I don't think this subdivision is for, and you're going to want to make sure you listen to that. So what's here now and what's coming? Well, today, you're going to find a modern clubhouse and an amazing resort-style pool called The Ledge. There are shaded pavilions, fire pits, lap lanes, and a splash feature for the kids. Now, there are tons of miles of walking and biking trails that connect the parks and these cool like little pocket greens throughout the whole entire community. More regional parks are in the plan with more amenities and programming as Veramendi continues to build out. Now, who is building here in the subdivision? Well, Veramendi offers single-family homes on a variety of lot sizes from 40 foot all the way up to 70 feet and up from there. And selections are going to base very wildly on which builder you choose to go with and things like that, especially with the custom homes, and we're going to touch more about those here in just a little bit too. There are also 2 apartment communities leasing now, the Abbey at Veramendi and Legacy at Veramendi. There also is going to be a Webb 55 plus neighborhood that's launching with 700 lots. That's amazing. Senior living is coming online with the Oscar, which is an independent assisted memory care facility, and that's expected to open in, I would guess, early 2026. When I was out there, they're moving quite quickly on the construction, in my opinion, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it's closer to the end of 2025. You're going to see award-winning builders here in the whole entire community. We're talking the big boys: Highland, Pulte, Scott Felder, David Weekley, Brightland, Perry, Coventry, and of course we talked about Webb. And architectural-wise, you can think Texas Hill Country style with a range of traditional and some contemporary elevations. Some of the houses that we show here, you're going to see a lot of glass on the front with some very modern looks, and that's super popular now, especially in this part of the Texas Hill Country, and you're going to see that scattered throughout this community here. Most sections are not gated today, but there may be future gates as the different phases come along, going down into the years of the subdivision. Again, typical lot sizes range from 1/4 acre all the way up to 2 acres, depending on the builder and section. But for the most part of this video, it's all going to be the tighter lots, 40, 50, 60, 70 feet. So what has been built so far? Well, since 2019, hundreds of single-family homes have been delivered across the first phase. One phase features 550 lots, including some of the custom home builders. Webb, which is the super popular 55 plus community, they're bringing 700 lots to that 55 plus village. Apartments, we mentioned, are open and they're leasing now, and new sections are under construction as of the recording of this video. Now, coming soon, they're going to have a custom riverfront and bluff lots. Now, this is, look, if you want to build your own home, and obviously there is no shortage of great custom home builders in the New Braunfels area or the Texas Hill Country in general, but Veramendi plans custom riverfront and high bluff lots in the upcoming phases. Now, initial availability is targeted for late 2025. As of September 2025, these lots are in early pre-release. There's no riverfront or bluff lots that have been sold yet or built or are available. Total lot counts for those haven't been released yet either. But if it's on your wish list, get a hold of me and we'll find out how we can get you some additional information. If you are set on this subdivision and this is where you want to live and you want to build a custom home over there on that Bluff View area, we can get you taken care of. Now let's talk schools, because I know that is super important for most of the people that are watching this video. Veramendi is zoned to New Braunfels ISD, which is good. You also have the Veramendi School, which is already on site for the elementary, and also brand new elementary school was put in August 2025, ready to roll at 158 Word Parkway to accept those kids. Now, capacity is planned for up to 750 students with collaborative learning spaces, fine arts, outdoor areas, and enhanced safety features. The new campus is going to help relieve Veramendi Elementary and the previous Lamar Elementary capacity because the area is growing so much, these schools are desperately needed. Now, the middle school, you're going to be in Oak Run, and the high school, as of right now, is New Braunfels High School, right across from Loop 337. New Braunfels ISD is well regarded for their academics and extracurriculars, so if that is important to you, and it is for most people, parents just like me, then this is a great spot to be. So again, schools are your priority. Let me know the grade levels, and I'll actually send you the current school ratings from a couple different spaces so you can kind of see how that school compares to other ones that you may be looking at there in the area. Now, let's deep dive into some of the amenities here. So they have a clubhouse, the ledge pool complex, and a growing trail network, right? We talked about that. You're going to find playgrounds, picnic areas, the regional parks, and hundreds of acres dedicated to green space. You have sport courts, pickleball, bocce, and an indoor lifestyle for classes and events. Now, a lazy river and golf course golf course is nearby, but a lazy river is not here. But then there's also no private lake. So if that's something you want to do, like go fishing, you can go do it at other areas. They just don't have those amenities there on site within that subdivision. Now, dog-friendly areas exist, and obviously you can have a dog in your backyard run around and do all that stuff. But there are more details expand as these new phases open up as they go along. Now, let's talk about the real estate market in this area. So entry-level pricing generally starts in the high 300s depending on the builder and the lot. Now, a recent median sales price is about $540,000 to $775,000. So there's a good range there, right? You got the mid-tier homes, and then you have the upper-tier homes, and I mean those can get in the $800,000 to $900,000 ranges as well. Days on the market are going to vary by section and the builder, so it really kind of just depends on what area you're looking at in demand. Again, if you want additional information, I can deep dive with you on this stuff individually. So just reach out to me and I can send you, all the information from all these different areas. Now, over the past 5 years, pricing has generally trended upward in the New Braunfels area. And since New Braunfels is one of the fastest growing cities in the country still, that's going to be reflected on the real estate side of things. And high demand areas include the custom build centers that they're going to have here, as well as the Dell Webb 55 plus village that we've talked about already. Now let's talk HOA, taxes, utilities. So the HOA currently, again, depending on where you're at, is about $55 per month, which is billed quarterly. But again, that's going to kind of vary. So if an HOA, if you're dead set against it, this community is not going to be for you. So it's also not going to be for people in the military, certain parts of the military, or depending on where you're stationed at. And I'll get to that here in just a second, too. So Veramendi is within the water improvement district. So there's no city property tax collected on that. Instead, the water improvement district levies a comparable assessment. So make sure we can model the tax rate and assessments for the exact lot or area you are considering. Water, sewer, and electric are all provided through the city and local utilities. And obviously you got high-speed internet, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Sometimes out in the country, here in South Texas, you're on the Texas Hill Country, you get spotty internet service, but you don't have to worry about that here. So everyday convenience, communities, care, and HEB. So this is super, super important. I will tell you that my title representative at the title company, she lives in Veramendi, and she absolutely loves it. She goes, I'm literally within 2 minutes of absolutely anything I could ever need, which is why this place is so popular. So if you're going to go to San Antonio, let's talk commutes. You're 35 minutes to downtown, and again, 50 minutes to an hour, getting up to Austin up I-35. Healthcare access is strong and super close by. You have Christus Santa Rosa Hospital in New Braunfels. You have the Resolute Health Hospital at Creekside, which I personally use, and they are phenomenal. The New Braunfels ER and hospital are 24/7 emergency care, so no matter what the issue is, you can go there, and if you need to be extended somewhere else, they'll take you by ambulance or, God forbid, helicopter, but they'll get you to a different hospital, but that is a great spot to start. Primary care and urgent care options include the Health Texas Primary Care, Texas Med Clinic, and Care Now, all within just mere minutes of this location. Now, you have to eat and drink, right? So for groceries, you have multiple HEB choices, not just one. There's an HEB on Highway 46. There's an HEB Plus on I-35 North, and another HEB on Walnut Avenue. That one is crazy traffic though, so if you are gonna go that way, just be prepared to battle more traffic than the other two. So if you want specifics like weekend hours, specialty clinics, or which providers are accepting new patients, again, reach out to me and I'll get you all that information. Now, who do I think this subdivision is great for? I think it's perfect for multi-generational families by design. It works for first-time home buyers or people that are the move-up families in those price points we talked about earlier. And even if you're downsizing, we actually have clients now that are downsizing from an acre here nearby into a smaller lot, a 50-foot lot, so they don't have to take care of all that yard maintenance on the weekends. Well, it also is going to offer custom opportunities for premium or view lots. So again, we can get you in contact with these great custom home builders who are out here. We'll go walk the lot, see what kind of floor plan or home fits on that specific lot, and start from there. So it fits a lot of people. It's wide ranging, right? That's why they build these master plan communities. They cater to a lot of people. And obviously have the apartments for lease and the full Webb 55 plus village for active adults. And again, if you want trails, schools, and amenities all wrapped up in one place, this is it. Now, let me tell you a little bit who I don't think this subdivision is for. So anybody that has to commute to San Antonio from like downtown area or further westward, it's probably not a good idea. You're going to be frustrated with the amount of, if there's one accident, it's going to ruin your commute there and back from work. So especially if you're PCSing to the area from a military relocation standpoint, there's great things. If you're going to be at, Randolph, not a bad deal. That's good there. Fort Sam, still not a bad deal. If you're going to go to Lackland, I strongly recommend looking at some of the communities on the west side of San Antonio. And again, if you'd like, me to pick out some of those for you or give you an opinion on what you should be looking at if you are going to Lackland, reach out to me. Happy to help you with that. We've done that for dozens of clients, helping them get over to that part because it's just not worth the commute. We've had people in the military do it before. They thought they were going to be just fine with it, and literally they wanted to move within months after they just moved into their new place. So I don't think it's for those kind of people, but again, we can help you get over in that right part of town if you wish. So again, if Veramendi is on your radar, text me, shoot me an email, and I'll send you incentive sheets with the village that they have on coming up, or if you want additional information on residential resale, because there's obviously the homes are 5 to 6 years old, still within a lot of warranty plans from a foundation perspective or structural engineering perspective. So, reach out, be happy to send you all that information and the pricing, and I'll send you my cheat sheet regarding this subdivision versus other subdivisions that are in the area so you can compare, and especially if you're having to move to the area quickly, that can be a great resource for you. So again, if you think this subdivision was great, when it is, the brother of this subdivision is right down the road called Vintage Oaks, and I think you're going to like that video too, especially if you're comparing two subdivisions in this part of New Braunfels. So we'll catch you on that video, and we'll see you next time. Take care.